Hi, everyone. I had a note that people were struggling a little bit with negative doubles, which is what we talked about yesterday. So let's do a quick review. And I made some options for you that we could follow along, and maybe that'll help you. Maybe it's the kind of trying to follow what I'm saying without looking at something. So let's try this. Okay, so the bidding went 1 spade by north and 2 hearts by east. And you're south. You are a responder. Now, in bridge, we use X to say double. So 1 spade, 2 hearts. So in that situation, both majors have been bid. So south is promising both minors, at least 4 cards in each minor, and 6+ high card points. Now, doubles, when your right-hand opponent passes, you have to bid. So if you're north, after south's double, when west passes, north must bid. And look how high he's going to have to bid if he wants to bid one of partner's minors. He'd have to go to 3, right? So usually in this kind of auction, where south is forcing his partner to go to a higher level to pick one of south's suits, south only promises 6 points, but it usually ends up being a little bit better hand or more cards in his suits. So, like a 10-point hand or something, or maybe he's 5 and 5, something like that. So just the higher that you force partner to bid, the better your hand should be in either high card points or distribution. You're kind of expecting that you and partner will end up at the 2 level once he bids and you respond. But if you're going to end up at the 3 level, maybe you need a touch more. Okay, the second auction, north opened a club and east bid 1 diamond. So if south doubles this time, what does he have? Both majors, right? At least 6 high card points and at least 4 cards in each of the major suits. Now, if south had had 4 spades but didn't have 4 hearts, he would have just bid 1 spade. Or over 1 club, 1 diamond, if south had 4 hearts and didn't hold 4 spades, he'd just bid 1 heart. You can still bid one of your major if you have 4 cards in your major and at least 6 points. We reserve the double to say I have 4 or more cards in both majors. Still only 6 points. And then the last one, 1 diamond, 1 spade. Now, 50 years ago, that promised hearts and clubs. But most people, I think, play nowadays that double only promises 4 cards in the unbid major and at least 6 points. So in this one, south is showing 4+ hearts and 6+, south is showing 4+ hearts and 6+ points. Okay? Now, you might think, well, if south has hearts, why doesn't he just bid hearts? But the bidding went 1 spade, right? So I'm going to just jot a hand down here. And you tell me. Remember, when we're writing a bridge hand, X's are just small cards, right? So suppose you were south and your partner opened a diamond and east bid a spade. Well, you'd really like to tell him about your hearts, right? But if you bid 2 hearts, not only would you have to have 5 hearts, you would have to have 10 points. You don't have 10 points, you only have 6. So double, if you didn't have negative double available, you couldn't bid. You'd have to pass. And that'd be a real shame when you have such nice long hearts. Okay? So I hope that helped a little. If it didn't, just send me a note. If you send me a note, y'all, I will try and straighten things out or say it in a different way that makes it easier for you or something like that, okay? I don't mind, that I didn't do it well enough the first time. That's fine. I don't mind doing it again. So what happens after that double? Okay? The opener needs to think of it as if partner had just responded. I mean, that's basically what partner did, right? Your partner didn't promise more than 6 points, didn't promise more than 4 cards, which if you had opened a club and he had bid 1 heart, that's what he would have shown, right? So the first thing that you're going to look for is, do you have a fit for one of the suits that partner promised if partner showed majors? If you do, you're going to bid the major that you have a fit with partner in. And the level talks about your strength. So see if you can follow this, and I'll maybe post some hands tomorrow and we'll go over some of these, but just think for just a minute. Follow along with me. If I open a diamond and you bid a heart, tell me you have at least 4 hearts and at least 6 points. I also hold 4 hearts. I'm going to raise, aren't I? And I'm going to bid 2 hearts if I have a minimum hand, just 12 to 14 or 15. I'm going to bid 3 hearts if I have like 16, 17, something like that. And if I have 18 or more, I'm probably going to bid 4 hearts. Well, when it went a diamond by me, a spade, double, you showed the exactly same hand as if it had gone a diamond past 1 heart. Both of those bids, a diamond, a spade, double, and a diamond past 1 heart, show exactly the same strength and exactly the same number of hearts. Just like, in real life, you could have more hearts, you could have more points, but that's a minimum that you're showing. So I'm going to respond the same way that I would have bid had it gone 1 diamond pass, 1 heart pass. If I have hearts, I'm going to raise. If I don't have hearts, I'm going to think about no trump if I'm balanced. The only thing that changes is after the 1 spade bid, I would need a stopper in spades to bid no trump. If I have more clubs, I'll rebid my clubs. If I don't have 4 hearts and I can't bid no trump. It's just the same. It's almost exactly the same. You run into a couple of problem hands because of that overcall, but not many. Now suppose that I opened a heart and it went 2 clubs and you said double. 1 heart, 2 clubs, double. So you showed me at least 4 spades and at least 6 points. If I have spades, 4 spades, I'm going to raise. And the level tells you about my strength. If I just bid 2, I have 4 spades, but I have a minimum hand, 12 to 14 or 15. If I have 16 or 17, I'm going to bid 3. If I have 18 or more, I'll probably bid 4. So easy, right? Okay, 1 heart overcalls 1 spade, you double. Now you tell me you have both minors. Well, is the first thing that I look at going to be, do I have 4 cards in a minor suit? The first thing I'm going to look for is, do I have longer major? Do I have more hearts than I've already promised you? When I opened a heart, I only promised you 5. So if I have 6 hearts, a lot of times I'm going to want to tell you about my 6 hearts before I pick one of your major suits. So those kinds of things you have to sort out with your partner. You and she have to talk about it, you and he, and come to agreements about how you want to do those things. I'm going to stop for today. I'm going to post some hands tomorrow morning. Between today and tomorrow, if people have questions, if you don't quite get this, don't quite understand it, then send me a note, post me a note on Facebook, and let me try and fix it for you. I'll do some hands tomorrow that we can talk about what opener does after the double. And then on Thursday, what I'll do is responders rebid. When responder takes a second bid and when he doesn't. So these are hard. I know this is hard when we don't have a whiteboard and we don't have a screen and we don't have stuff up. It's hard to follow along with just me talking, and I understand that. But it does happen a lot, and I really want y'all to understand it. So please drop me a line if something's not clear. Tell me exactly what you're having problems with. Or maybe it's just the whole sense of negative double. I just don't get it. Why are we doing it? Or whatever. And I'll be happy and try and clarify, okay? I'll see y'all tomorrow.